The pyramids. The Egyptian pyramids were not built by slaves. This idea comes from Herodotus, but archaeological evidence shows that the builders were mostly poor farmers working to get extra cash. They were paid very well and given tax exemption. White sculptures. The classical statues of Greece and Rome weren't always white. Although the pigments have faded over time, they were originally painted with colors. Gladiators. Gladiators were an expensive investment, so gladiators rarely fought to the death. Some historians say 1 in 5 died in battle, and others even say as low as only 1 in 10 died in battle. The main weapons used by gladiators were nets and tridents. Vomitoriums. Vomiting was not a regular part of Roman dining. Vomitoriums were exits from stadiums, not a room for vomiting. Caesar. Julius Caesar was not born via C-section, and he did not invent the Caesar salad. His last words were not et tu, Brute? Sultan Carthage. After defeating Carthage, Scipio Aemilianus is said to have plowed salt into the city's ground so that Carthage could never make a return. However, there is no evidence for this. The 300. It is commonly thought that at the Battle of Thermopylae, 300 Spartans faced off Persians numbered in as high as millions. There's a lot to unpack. The number of 300 Spartans was likely a mistake by Herodotus, with the actual Spartan force totaling between 700 and 1,000. Furthermore, Leonidas opposed Xerxes with at least 7,000 men, with around 4,000 sticking behind. Although ancient authors estimated the Persian army to total in the millions, modern scholars estimate the number to be between 120,000 and 300,000. Female soldiers. Whenever female soldiers are portrayed in media, they are decried as unrealistic. Many armies in the ancient world had female soldiers. In Vietnam, the sisters Trung Truc and Trung Nhi mobilized locals and trained 36 female generals to drive out a Chinese invasion. Celtic women were often soldiers and given equal opportunity to fight. There were also many African women in combat in western Sudan and Dahomey. Caligula's horse. Caligula is a well-known madman. He is said to have had a particular fondness for his horse, Incitatus. Sometimes he is even said to have attempted to make his horse a consul. While the former is true, the latter claim is faulty. The claim originates from the ancient historian Suetonius, who wrote decades later and likely based his accounts on rumors and legends. Athens and Sparta. Athens and Sparta are often thought of as the only major powers in ancient Greece. Although this is true in some times, like during the Peloponnesian War, at other times, states like Thebes, Argos, and Corinth rose to major positions. In the 7th century BCE, Argos, under King Phaedon, came to be the most powerful city in Greece, and even as their domination subsided, Argos remained a rival of Sparta from the 7th to the 5th century BCE. With the sacred band of Thebes, Thebes was a dominant power until the invasion of the Macedonians. Corinth had colonized both Syracuse and Corcyra, and Corinthian pottery was a powerful cultural export. Corinth was one of the most powerful states in the Peloponnese until they suffered heavily from several wars. Outside of the Greek peninsula, a powerful Greek state was Syracuse, defeating the major nations of Carthage and Athens.